拜登总统3月8日宣布，美国禁止进口所有的俄罗斯石油与天然气。他说，这项举动将是对普京战争机器的又一次重大打击。美国的专家如何分析这项禁令的威力？我们请美国之音记者魏之带来详细的介绍。魏之，
是的，拜登总统在一项行政命令当中列出了这道石油进口禁令，这是华盛顿打压普京并限制其攻击邻国乌克兰能力的最新举措。俄罗斯是能源输出国，普京是世界上最富有的人之一。批评人士说，普京利用能源出口把大量的不义之财塞入了个人的腰包。那按照这项行政命令，美国会禁止从俄罗斯进口所有的原油、石油产品、天然气、煤炭和煤炭产品，并禁止任何美国人投资俄罗斯能源产业。禁令立即生效。白宫的官员说，现有的合同将有45天的了结期。
是。那魏之，那美国的这项制裁啊，到底能有多大的威力？你所采访的这些专家怎么看？
是的，我采访到的专家向我解释了能源出口对俄罗斯的重要性。那我们一起来听一下专家的说法。
Well, the Russian economy is largely dominated by revenues of commodities, including oil and natural gas. Their hard currency is almost totally dominated by income from selling oil and gas to hard currency countries like the United States, Europe, and East Asia. So if those Russian exports were somehow limited by refusing to buy the product or by forms of sanctions which would make it impossible to pay for their exports, that would be a severe problem for the Russian economy.
美国能源信息署的数据显示，俄罗斯石油仅占去年抵达美国的所有原油进口量的3%左右。那根据一个情报公司的数据显示，截至目前，美国2022年的从俄罗斯原油的进口量已经降至了2017年以来的最低水平。虽然美国不是俄罗斯能源的主要进口国，但是有专家称，美国的制裁能够对俄罗斯产生很大的影响。我们一起来听一下专家的说法。
During the course of 2021, we were importing around 600,000 barrels of Russian oil and oil products each and every day. That's about $70 million worth of oil per day. You multiply that over the course of an entire year. Well, what's that 70 million times the 360 days? We're talking about well in excess of $20 billion worth at that rate. Well, the entire Russian military budget is about $60 billion. So just our oil imports alone are equal to close to half of the Russian military budget. This is a lot of money we're talking about.
但是也有许多的专家认为，制裁俄罗斯能源需要其他国家的加入。一起来听一下。
Well, it would certainly be a lot more powerful if other countries joined. And if you look at the structure of Russian exports, they're largely to countries that can loosely be said in the United States alliance, including the Europeans and the East Asians, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan. So if those countries joined us in some sort of sanction on their energy exports, it would be quite a blow.
是，魏之，那如果没有了俄罗斯的能源，美国是否有可能会面临到能源的短缺？美国应该来如何应对现在这样的一个情况？
是的，在俄罗斯入侵乌克兰后呢，多家西方石油公司宣布将退出俄罗斯的这个业务。那汽油价格已经蹿升到了每加仑4美元以上，这是2008年以来美国的最高油价。参议院情报委员会的副主席卢比奥参议员上星期五在 推特上面发文说，美国不需要普京的石油，即使他以大幅折扣出售，我们有自己的石油，让我们好好利用吧。但是，一些业内人士和专家称，美国国内的原油产出在短时间内不能够填补俄罗斯石油留下的空白。我们一起来听一下他们的说法。
The oil production capacity, just the technical capacity for oil production in the U.S. is pretty substantial, and it's not something it's not something where you could flip a switch overnight and instantly go down to zero imports, right? It would take some time because you would have to deploy capital, you would have to drill more wells, you would have to build more pipelines. So it's not it's not something that could be achieved overnight.
那目前来说，加拿大和墨西哥是美国的主要原油进口国。布鲁萨克说，为了缓解短期内的高油价，美国可以转向其他的供应源，尤其是沙特阿拉伯和美国的一些非常规的石油生产商。那从长远来看，专家认为美国有更多的选择来解决能源问题。我们一起来听一下。
Well, we could become energy independent if we use the fossil fuels, especially natural gas, that we have in such abundance in the United States. And we could still make progress on our goals of achieving, a less carbon dependent economy by moving to produce more electricity, for instance, with natural gas. We can be independent, and we were almost certainly there before the pandemic in terms of producing what we need in both oil and gas. We became a major exporter of both of those commodities, but we can reduce dependence on unreliable suppliers, whether they be in Russia or in the Mideast, if we unleash the ability to produce more, especially natural gas, but also petroleum.
是，美国的国务卿布林肯还有一些欧洲的领导人也表示，现在也是一个向绿色能源来转型的时机哈。但是从短期上来看，恐怕美国还是要承受这种俄罗斯制裁所带来的高油价。那普通的美国的民众怎么来看待这样的高油价？
那昨天我们在街头是随机采访了一些美国的民众，很多人说呢，如果高油价是抵抗俄罗斯必须付出的代价，那么他们是愿意接受的。我们一起来听一下其中一些人的说法。
This is a moral imperative. Wars are not won by being stingy. If we have to pay out something at the end of the day to, in order to stop Putin, then that's a price that is extremely well worth paying. And if it means higher gas prices, then so be it.
Oh, absolutely they will. I believe every American will do that. We should drill here in America. We should be self-sufficient like we were before when Trump was when it was in office. Why can't we be that now? Why would we just depend on other countries? It doesn't make sense.
好的，谢谢魏之的连线报道。